And question is yet to be started based on section 9. uh, we will be doing question, practical question today. Okay, so as I have rightly stated to you all, dear students, section 9 is talking about how we should levy and how the government should collect the tax. So section 9 has different subsections. Section 9 subsection 1, section 9 subsection 2, section 9 subsection 3, section 9 subsection 4, and section 9 subsection 5. Section 9 subsection 1 states GST shall be levied in all intra-state supply, okay, within the state. Tax shall be collected in such a manner as may be prescribed and shall be paid by the taxable person except alcoholic liquor for human consumption. I told you there was, GSTN agreement for certain items whereby the state government has their own freedom to collect their revenue, and it is not coming in the purview of GST Act. So due to which they are still having old tax structure, old tax regime of SENVAT, Central Excise Tax. So that is there. That is what is very clearly specified under Section 9, subsection 1. Section 9, subsection 2 is talking about GST on supply of following may be notified by GST Council, that rate and other things will be. That is why you must have seen the petroleum product is having different prices at different states. It is not the common price and common tax bracket, because it has been GST Council who will decide. And in GST Council, you are 100% agreeing that there is a state finance minister and other dignitaries who have full rights to take their own decision. So that includes petroleum, crude oil, high speed diesel, motor spirit, natural gas, as well as aviation turbine fuel. Reverse charges. I have given you the very important and effective example whereby when the supplier is not registered, in such cases recipient need to pay the tax. Otherwise the supplier is liable to pay the tax. And one example I have told you, the to understand this RCM, reverse charge mechanism, that whenever you must have doing the ticket booking of IRCTC, they always used to ask your GST number, and we were not having GST number, so we never used to get the tax paid and ITC benefit. But the same ticket, if it is booked by the company, or when they are supplying the goods from one corner to another corner, they will provide their GST number, and whatever the ITC is available to them, that same amount of ITC they can claim, and they can set off under different provision of GST. So that is what is reverse charges, and it has been also clearly specified in the next slide also. These are the normal charges and these are the reverse charges. So tax payable by recipient of the supply of goods or services, or both, notified by the government on the recommendation by GST Council. That is called reverse charges. Intra-state supply of taxable goods or services, both by unregistered supplier to the registered person, reverse charge will be applicable. So charges is explained under section 9 subsection 3. Applicability part is explained under section 9 subsection 4 of CGST Act. And section 9 subsection 5 talks about the government may, on the recommendation of GST Council, by notification specified category of services, the tax on intrastate supply of which shall be paid by electronic commerce operations. So many many a times this was a very unique features which were emerging in 2017. So they have been given special treatment under subsection 5 of section 9 of CGST Act. So this was all about your section. We all know if there is a chargeability, there will, if it is intra-state transaction, there will be which kind of tax? If there is an intra-state transaction, which kind of tax? Can we have your answer, please? Intra-state, within state, within state. What kind of tax to be charged? Yes, thank you, Kajal. But it is incomplete answer. Parth, absolutely right. Parth has given me right answer. Other student, and the right answer is CGST and SGST. If it is interstate, if it is interstate, then IGST. Thank you, Kajal, Payal, and other students for participating this. So now based on this, let us do few practical questions, very basic questions. Thank you, Aditya, Pratiksha, and many congratulations to entire class for maintaining very good attendance. And today the attendance is also much better. So Mr. Asif supplying goods to Mr. Binay. Mr. Asif of Mumbai supplying goods to Mr. Binay of Pune for rupees 10,000. If GST rate is 5%, 12%, 18%, and 28% under GST, calculate tax payable by Mr. Asif. Can I have your answers, please? Or we can get the answer. Read the question and get me your answer as well as you can solve in your notebook. And these are very effective questions. This kind of question, even though it is online, offline, they may ask. I want the answer, not the different types. Kajal, Aditya, you beta, you are getting me different types of tax. Kindly solve this question and get me. It's not only different GST. What will be the amount of GST? They are asking you to calculate the tax payable. Now we are is in the section of levy and collection of tax. So you have to compute and get me the answer. Part, it's not correct, not 100% correct. So in such cases, of course, the particular in rupees is important. First and foremost, we'll write the value. How much is the value of supply? Okay. And then on that, we will charge different tax. Now tell me if the supply is between Mumbai to Pune, which kind of tax will be charged? Which kind of tax will be charged? Mumbai to Pune. When I'm asking some question, you are getting this different answer. Yes, when I'm asking, I'm not asking which kind of transaction it is. We know it is intrastate. Yes, Payal has got me the right answer. Santosh is absolutely wrong. Pratiksha is also wrong. Okay. Mumbai and Pune being in the same state of Maharashtra. Okay. The taxability will be as Parth and Payal has rightly stated. There will be taxability of CGST and SGST. CGST and SGST. And I told you this 5% has to be subdivided in two parts, as someone has rightly stated, but they have not specified parts only. So 10,000 ka 2.5% will be how much? I hope now you must be understanding what was our expectation. Parts. So 2.5% of 10,000. Thank you, beta. So 2.5% of 10,000. You have got me the right answer earlier. Parts. Okay, Pratiksha also got me. Eh? 25,000. No, 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 no. 250 only. Yes, very correct. Now you got the things. Okay. So what will be total value of invoice? What is the value of invoice to be charged? See, this is very important, huh? Invoice will come again and again now. Yes. This should be your answer. And who is going to pay the tax? Mr. Asif or Mr. Vinay? Yes, total invoice amount and Mr. Asif will be payable. He is going to charge from Mr. Vinay. Is the things clear to you all? Tell me yes or no. Thank you, Kajal, Santosh. What about other students? Now get me another answer. If the GST rate is 12%, what will be your answer? With the same question. I don't want your answers to be reflected on the, I mean to say, chat box. Kindly write down it in your notebook and show me your notebook with these answers. You calculate, you write everything and show me, sir, this is the answer which I got. 5% we did. Remaining questions were based on different percentage. That was 12, 18, and 28. 12, 18, and 28. So with 12%, what is your answer? With 18%, what is your answer? With 28%, what is your answer? Yes, Rutuja. 'We will take 12%. How it will be divided? This is at the rate of 5%. 12%, it will be. First, we need to finish with 12, no? 18 wala answer we got. It will be 600. 600. 11,200. 1,200. Yes. Thank you, Parth. Thank you, Kajal. Now with 18%. With 18%, obviously it will be a slight change. 900. 900. 11,800. 1,800. Okay. And similarly, 28% you do it. Okay. ठीक है. No problem. Now next, question number 2. Mr. C of Chennai. Supply goods services for 20,000 to Mr. M of Madurai. Okay. And what will be your answer for the same question? Wait. For this question only, for Mr. Asif, if Mr. Vinay is from Surat, then what will happen? If Mr. Vinay is from Surat, then what will happen? Yes. That 28, yes, he is very right. We got that answer also. Thank you, Parth and Kajal, for getting me the right answer of last question also with 28. Let me write that also. 1,400. Here also 1,400. It is 12,800 and 2,800. Absolutely right. Okay. So what will happen if Mr. Asif of Mumbai supplying the goods to Mr. Vinay of Surat? What will happen? Levy and collection of tax. If Mr. Asif is from Mumbai and Mr. Vinay is from Pune. Yes. Thank you, Parth. Kajal is wrong answer. Kajal, your answer is wrong. Other student can try. Other student can try. See, one more thing, the CRN leader, only mere attending session is not going to serve our purpose. Of course, I'm very happy that your class and division has a very effective attendance and credit goes to class teacher and student. Of course, the teacher, but at the same time, only coming and putting their presence is not going to serve. Ask them to participate. I'm really very happy after a long time today. I found very good, and this all is going to carry very good image and very effective things in front of everyone. But at the same time, I expect some participation as well. Yes, Parth and Kajal has got me the right answer. Earlier, Kajal was wrong, then she has rectified herself. So, in spite of CGST, it will be IGST which will be charged, and the rate of tax will be 5%. So, there won't be any 11. So, I have rightly stated whether it is inter or intra, the total value of goods or the supply or services is not going to change at all. It will remain same. Earlier it was not the case. Earlier CST tax rate was 2%, whereas MVAT tax rate was 12.5%. And ultimate burden used to be there on the head of the consumer. And many people has to do lot of manipulations because of different tax rates. So one nation, one tax is going to definitely help the people at large. So what will be our answer with this three? At 12%, at 18%, at 28%. I believe the answer will remain same. There won't be any changes. Yes. Thank you. The answer will remain same. I hope I have given yes. Thank you very much. So whether it is inside the state or between two states, so it's not important for us when we'll start now onwards the journey of learning only to have the tax rate or different tax applicability. But at the same time, we should also know, uh, the geographical aspect of it. Like in next question onwards, if I'm asking where these two particular cities situated, I told you earlier also. In GST, it's not only the tax rate, tax taxability. At the same time, geography of the entire nation or across the globe is very very important. That is going to give us actual, actual things and actual type of taxability. If we are unable to make it within state, these two cities belong, or between two states, the cities are belonging, then we cannot apply different, we cannot levy different types of tax. These are just basic questions, but actual implication, actual details are there in several other sections of CGST Act, and which made these things very clear and very simplified manner for all the businessmen. I'll continue further because this question got